Welcome to Worldy Global. This video is about Masdar City. Before enjoying this video, please make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. Masdar City is a planned city project in Abu Dhabi, in the United Arab Emirates. Its core is being built by Masdar, a subsidiary of Masdar Development Company, with the majority of seed capital provided by the government of Abu Dhabi, designed by the British architectural firm Foster & Partners. The city relies on solar energy and other renewable energy sources. Masdar City is being constructed 17 kilometers, 11 miles, east-southeast of the city of Abu Dhabi, a 5-minute drive from Abu Dhabi International Airport and 40 minutes from Dubai. The city will be connected to existing urban areas via roads and light rail. Masdar City hosts the headquarters of the International Renewable Energy Agency. The city is designed to be a hub for clean tech companies. Its first tenant was the Masdar Institute of Science and Technology, which has been operating in the city since it moved into its campus in September 2010. Masdar City is one of a small number of highly planned, specialized, research and technology intensive municipalities that incorporate a living environment, similar to Khost, Saudi Arabia or Tsukuba Science City, Japan. The project is led by Masdar, a subsidiary of Masdar Development Company. Partners in the project through its clean tech fund are Consensus Business Group, Credit Suisse and Siemens Venture Capital. Construction of the first phase of the project was to be managed by CH2M Hill. Infrastructure construction for the city was to be handled by the Al Jaber Group and design of the central Masdar headquarters building was awarded to Adrian Smith plus Gordon Gill Architecture. The city's wayfinding system was developed by Endpoint and CityID. Initiated in 2006, the city was envisioned to cover 6 square kilometers, 2.3 square miles, and estimated to cost $18 billion to $22 billion. The original plan was that it would take approximately 8 years to build, with the first phase scheduled to be completed and habitable in 2009. Construction began on Masdar City in February 2008 and the first 6 buildings of the city were completed and occupied in October 2010. However, due to the impact of the global financial crisis, the initial 1 million square meters, 0.39 square miles, was estimated for completion in 2015. Final completion was pushed back to between 2020 and 2025. By 2016, less than 300,000 square meters, 0.12 square miles, had been developed and final completion was estimated to be 2030. As of 2020, a 2030 completion date was still projected. The city is meant to be exemplary, focusing on sustainability while demonstrating greener urban living. As designed, the city would be home to 45,000 to 50,000 people and 1,500 businesses, primarily commercial and manufacturing facilities specializing in environmentally friendly products. In turn, more than 60,000 workers are expected to commute to the city daily. As of 2016, fewer than 2,000 people are employed in Masdar, and only the 300 students of the Masdar Institute live on site. As of 2020, the areas that have been completed are only lightly occupied, home to an estimated 1,300 residents and another 4,000 office workers. As of the 24th of June 2022, groundbreaking occurred for a new expansion, the Masdar City Square. The expansion is planned to cover 29,000 square meters with a gross floor area, GFA, of 50,000 square meters. It would involve the complex's first net zero energy office building and 6 additional green buildings with certification at 4 Pearl Estidoma, LEED Platinum, and WELL Gold levels. This expansion is projected to be completed in 2024. The expansion is part of the UAE's net zero by 2050 strategy. Masdar City is meant to incorporate efficient water use into its design. To achieve this, Masdar City will recycle water and maximize the use of said water. It will employ rainwater collection schemes, catch condensate and use acceptable wastewater streams. Masdar City will attempt to incentivize behavioral changes to conserve potable water. Masdar is a sustainable mixed-use development designed to be very friendly to pedestrians and cyclists. Masdar City has terracotta walls decorated with arabesque patterns. From a distance, The city looks like a cube. The temperature in the streets is generally 15 to 20 degrees Celsius, 27 to 36 degrees Fahrenheit, cooler than the surrounding desert. The temperature difference is due to Masdar's unique construction. A 45-meter high, 148 feet, wind tower modeled on traditional Arab designs sucks air from above and pushes a cooling breeze through Masdar's streets. The site is raised above the surrounding land to create a slight cooling effect. Buildings are clustered close together to create streets and walkways shielded from the sun. Masdar City was designed by Foster and Partners. Foster's design team started its work by touring ancient cities such as Cairo and Muscat to see how they kept cool. Foster found that these cities coped with hot desert temperatures through shorter, narrower streets usually no longer than 70 meters, 230 feet. The buildings at the end of these streets create just enough wind turbulence to push air upwards, creating a flushing effect that cools the street. Masdar City contains a tech park made from recycled standard 40-foot unit shipping containers. The initial design banned automobiles, as travel will be accomplished via public mass transit and personal rapid transit systems, with existing road and railways connecting to other locations outside the city. The absence of motor vehicles coupled with Masdar's perimeter wall, designed to keep out the hot desert winds, allows for narrow and shaded streets that help funnel cooler breezes across the city. People as well as goods and supplies will be transported using the PRT. In October 2010 it was announced the PRT would not expand beyond the pilot scheme due to the cost of creating the undercroft to segregate the system from pedestrian traffic. Subsequently, a test fleet of 10 Mitsubishi i-MiEV electric cars was deployed in 2011 as part of a one-year pilot to test point-to-point transportation for the city as a complement to the PRT and the Freight Rapid Transit FRT, both of which consist of automated electric-powered vehicles. Under a revised design, public transport within the city will rely on methods other than the PRTs. Masdar will instead use a mix of electric vehicles and other clean energy vehicles for mass transit inside the city. The majority of private vehicles will be restricted to parking lots along the city's perimeter. Abu Dhabi's planned but delayed light rail and metro line may eventually connect Masdar City's center with the greater metropolitan area. As of 2020, connections to beyond the city continue to be by car, as a projected light rail line does not yet exist. Since 2018, as part of an ongoing trial, 7 Navia Autonom fully autonomous shuttles carry passengers between the car park and the city center. A further route was due to open in 2019 that ran from the residential complex above the city's north car park to the headquarters of the International Renewable Energy Agency and the Majid Al Futtaim's My City Center Masdar shopping mall. As always, please make sure that you like and subscribe to our channel.